to Creative Dramatics with Lori. This is week 5. My name is Lori Koenig and I'm the Artistic Director at DreamWrights Center for Community Arts. And this week, we're coming to a close. This week and next week, our last 2 weeks, we have, for week 5, see the picture? Looks like yoga, but what it is acting with your body, voice, imagination, and emotion, and then acting using our focus and our concentration, and finally some concentration games that you can play with me and play at home. So stick around, we'll be right back and we'll start this thing. Here we are, week 5, DreamWrights, and today we are going to start, as always, with a physical and vocal warm-up, and then we're going to move into some concentration games, okay? So, I don't know about you, I just had a big lunch, and I'm going to try to work some of this off. So let's start by standing with our feet apart, and just take a deep breath in, and a deep breath out. One more. Out. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? You probably know this by now if you've been following along, and I hope that there are people out there following along. I'd love it if that were the case. So, I hope now that you're with me, here we go. We're gonna drop over, starting now. Hey, don't lock your knees. Make sure that you're just hanging there for a minute. You can just hang in there and let everything loosen up from the waist down, and make sure your knees are bent just a little bit. And then we're going to come up just slowly, slowly, slowly. If you're up already, go back. Slowly, slowly. Slowly, slowly, raise your head up, adjust your hair if you need to, and your glasses. Okay, we're gonna do that one more time because it was such a good stretch. We're gonna try to do one more good stretch. Ready? Think about how your body's feeling today. Are you getting tired of being in your house? Tired of quarantining? It's now spring. Here we go. Keep breathing. Okay, good. Now remember, starting from our heads, going to our feet, we're gonna do some what? Neck rolls, then shoulders, then waist, then knees, then feet. So I think I will just do all of that and you follow, okay? We won't stop in between. We'll just try to get our bodies really warmed up, all right? Here we go with the neck. Starting to your left and back, around, around. Keep your eyes open. Again, around, around, around. One more time, to the left, and around. And down. Once your chin's down there, switch directions. 2, 3, 4. One more time. 2, 3. Feel it crackling. Okay. And one more time. And who knows what comes next? It's shoulders. After we loosen our neck a little bit. We're gonna go back 10 times. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, shake those shoulders out. And now our arms back 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, now hands on our waist, feet apart, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo, all right. Forgot to mention hips. Got to do the hips, right? Back, left, front, right, back, left, front, right, back, left, front, right, back, left, front, right, and front, left, back, right, front, left, back, right, front, left, back, right. One more time. Left, back, and right. Good. Shake all that out. Woo. Okay. Now your knees. We're going to do something a little different. We're going to stretch. Act like you're sitting on the air. And up. And sit. And up. We're going to do that 8 more times. Are you ready? Sit. Up. 2. Up. 3. Up. 4. Up. 5. Up. 6. Up. 7. Up. 8. Up. Good. Check that out a little bit. Now we're going to do our ankles in circles. Okay? Ready? And 1, 2, 3. Be sure to balance. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, switch feet. 1, 2, 3. Check your balance. 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoops. 9, 10. All right. So we've done our bodies. Now our voices. Are you ready? Okay. So we're going to start with breathing in, breathing out. It might help to do your arms this way. Breathe in. In and out. Good. Now we're going to start humming a low hum and go to a high hum and a low hum all the way up and down. Ready? Breath. Don't forget to breathe. Okay, now we're going to do this first with our lips, with no voice, just ready? We're going to do like 5 of those, like can you do it? Woo. Spit. Here we go. Loosen up those lips. Ready? And okay, should have a little bit of a vibration right in there. Feels good. Now we'll do it again, but this time we'll have it voiced. In other words, making a sound while you do it. You can do 5 different pitches, like, or you can just do it all on the same. I'll count with my hand. We'll do 5. Make sure you're making noise with your vocal cords and also your lips. Ready? practice repeating these vowel sounds and consonant sounds. We're not going to use the papers today. We're just going to listen. We're going to start with a B. Ba, baby, bo, boo. Ba, baby, bo, boo. I bet you can remember without reading it, right? It's just natural. Ba, baby, bo, boo. Ready? I'll say it, you say it back, just like I say it. Ba, baby, bo, boo. Ba, baby, bo, boo. Ba, baby, bo, boo. So you can say it lots of times, lots of different ways. So you can practice any of the vowel sounds on your own to get your mouths warmed up. Okay, now we're going to do an old-fashioned tongue twister today, one that you've known, but we're going to see how quickly we can say it accurately, okay? So here it is. I'm sure you know it. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? It's 2 sentences, right? 2 sentences. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? We'll say the first one, I'll say it, give you space. Second one, give you space, then we'll do it together, okay? Here I go. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? Now we'll put them both together. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. How many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick? Good. You can practice that one on your own too. Okay, loosen up your jaw. And now, we have a body and vocal warm-up. We are done. I'll be back in just a minute with some concentration games. Okay, we are back for our concentration games. I thought I would show you a picture of this cat in a spaceship. You would think he would have to have a lot of focus and concentration for our concentration games. So I'm going to show you the game, and then I'm going to put on a timer, and then you will try the game for a minute, and then you will see how well you concentrated and focused through it. Okay, for our first concentration game, we are going to set a timer for 1 minute. If you come over here and look at my computer, I will be doing that for you. Okay, we're going to set a timer for 1 minute, and when I say go, you're going to stand in your acting space, and you are going to say out loud all the colors that you can think of just as quickly as you can. Try to keep track of how many you say. All right? So we'll come over here, and we will start our timer. Remember, you're standing in your acting space. You're going to remember to breathe. You're going to concentrate and focus, and you're going to try to say out loud as many colors as you can think of. On your mark, get set, go. Okay, how many did you get? How many colors? Did you get 10? Did you get 20? Did you get 30? Did you run out? Did you get flustered because you knew you only had a minute? That's one of the things that concentration does to you. So we'll be back in a minute with another one. Okay, here's another concentration game. Here I will set the timer again for 1 minute. You're going to stand in your acting space and you're going to say out loud as many words that you can think of that mean small. So think for just a minute. I'll give you a few seconds to get in mind some words that you might say. Try to see how many you can say. Don't repeat words. So for example, if you use the word tiny once, you can't use it again. There's a hint for one. Okay, so if you're in your acting space, remember to breathe. Remember to say things nice and clearly and loudly while you're concentrating. And on your mark, get set, go. Stop. Okay. How many words did you think of? There are a bunch. You could probably look up some more. I bet you did a good job though. Okay, we'll be back in just a minute for another concentration exercise. Okay, the next concentration game is a little bit tricky. We're going to try to say our alphabet backwards, starting with Z and working to A. So we're going to do it together. Then I'm going to set the timer for 2 minutes. And then I'm going to not show you this piece of paper and see if you can do it in 2 minutes without looking at it. Okay? So right now, we're going to sing the ABC song, starting with Z though. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Now I know my CBAs. Next time, won't you sing with me? A little clunky, a little weird. Now let's just say it backwards, okay? So we can get them in our heads. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. All right? So now we are going to set our timer for 2 minutes. And we're going to go and I'm going to see if you can say it backwards from memory, just thinking it through in 2 minutes. On your mark, get set, go. Okay. That was only 1 minute. I bet you were able to do that. So we don't have to take 2 minutes. That 1 minute seemed like a long minute, right? Did you do it? Starting with Z and ending with A? That's something you can practice at home anytime to improve your concentration and your focus, especially trying to concentrate and focus if there are distractions happening. Like, for instance, my dog running up and down the stairs. Okay, so here it is again in case you want to stop your video and look at it so that you can practice. ZYXWVU TSRQP ONMLKJIHGFEDCBA. All right, we got another one to do. It's a little bit, maybe it's easier, maybe it's harder. We'll see what you think. Okay, this one's not going to have a timer attached to it, but this is the Pledge of Allegiance. You will notice this. This is not backwards. This is the regular Pledge of Allegiance. So we're going to say it this way first, and then we're going to try our hands at saying it backwards. Okay, another way to make your brain focus. So we pretty much all know this, I would think. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, so what happens when you say it backwards? See if it has any meaning at all. When I was doing this and working on this, I kind of thought maybe it did a little bit. Okay? Not a different meaning, just a different way of looking at it. Okay? So this goes, all for justice and liberty with indivisible, God under, nation one, stands it which for, republic the two and America of States United, the of flag, the to allegiance, pledge I. So let's try that one more time. All for justice and liberty with indivisible, God under, nation one, stands it which for, republic the two and America of States United, the of flag, the to allegiance, pledge I. Now that's a mouthful. We're not going to time you on that one, and I'm not going to make you do it from memory, but it might be a fun one to work on. A lot of work for concentration happens by repeating some of these exercises. So this just gives you another one you can do. Finally, I'm just going to share 3 different concentration games that you could try at home with your family, your siblings, your mom and dad, even your pets maybe. I always like to include the pets. The first one is freeze. And what you do is you put music on, and it really doesn't make any sense to do it one-on-one, but it's really fun to do it with a group. You put on some music and everybody dances, and of course when the music stops you can freeze. And you can use a selection of slow and fast songs, and the children and the grown-ups can dance slowly to slow songs and then quickly to fast songs. And then if you're really up for something, you can dance to the opposite cues. For example, on a slow song you would dance fast, and on a fast song you would dance slow. Maybe you could practice freezing in different kinds of positions. Maybe you could decide that you're a character in a storybook and you're going to dance and freeze like that character. Lots of different things you could do with this particular concentration game. Then there's a second one called drum beats. And this one's fun, especially if you love music. You can get someone in your household to do different drum beats, or you could play some on Spotify or look at sound effects online. But you're going to try to have the drum beats to represent different actions. So if there's a certain kind of drum beat, it means that you sit down or you're moving around the room. Okay, and then the people in your group, whether they're children or adults, could respond to opposite cues, just like we did with the freeze. Walk slowly to the fast drum beats and quickly to the slow drum beats. Or you can have different actions with specific cues. For example, if you did some slow drumming, that would mean stomping feet, and fast drumming would mean jumping jacks. So you can decide on the rules yourself and do all kinds of different things at home. And then finally, the melting snowman game. You can see there's a hyperlink there, which I can't give you, but you can look this up. This is how to use your focus to help you be aware. Okay, and you start by being in your acting space and standing tall like a snowman, and then one of the people in your household, it can be a sibling, another kid, or whatever, they give you ideas on whether to relax or tense your body. So if the sun is coming out, for example, you would start to melt because you're a snowman. And if the snow comes and the clouds roll back in and it gets cold, then you would get tense or freeze, or maybe you would stop melting. Maybe you would melt in a particular position and freeze there. There's all kinds of fun things you can do. So, as I said, concentration games and things to do as an actor to help you concentrate are hard to do when you're alone. So it's good to have a group with you, but you can also practice all kinds of memory and concentration games online that don't have to do with acting, but would certainly help your acting and help you to communicate. Okay? Till next time. This is Lori Koenig, and you know what? I'm going to show you one more picture of my cool cat in the spaceship, because he's actually in a spaceship, but he's also underwater. See all that stuff. You could even look at pictures like this and concentrate to find things like how many fish there are or how many bubbles there are. You could try to count the bubbles. Any of those things would help with your concentration. So, have a lovely week, and we'll see you soon.